Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm Vicky Murgatroyd from Life Empowerment Project, and today's blog is going to be all about the 3 ways in which your emotional overwhelm destines your business to fail. Now, these are things that, as we're going through the educational system and everything else, you're not taught. You're not taught how to manage your emotional state or the effect that your emotional state has on the results that you can produce. It's really important to get down to these fundamentals so you can build a really strong foundation that supports a massively thriving business. As you know, you are the number 1 cog that keeps your business moving, so we need to make sure you are in tip-top shape all the time, and that is really reliant on your emotional state. So, let's get straight on into it. When you're emotionally overwhelmed, you're focused on the bad stuff. Your mind always focuses on the negatives, what's going wrong, what deals haven't gone through, etc., etc. Now, we know that where your focus goes is where all your energy flows. The more you focus on pain, for instance, the more it's going to hurt. The more you focus on the pleasure, the pain just dwindles away. And the same goes. When you're focused on all the bad stuff and all the negative stuff, more and more just seems to accumulate and pile on top of it, which clearly at that stage is the very last thing that you need. So, really important, when things are going bad, focus on the good. And a really key way to do that is to get grateful. I've spoken about it before, but get grateful, because there's so much in your life that you have to be grateful for. And when your focus moves to what you're grateful for, you'll be handed more stuff to be grateful for. So really simple, shift in perspective. Focus on the positive, focus on what is going well, and focus on your gratitude for everything you have. And all of a sudden, circumstances change very quickly. So secondly, you become too emotionally attached to the outcomes when you're already in a state of emotional overwhelm. You believe that your happiness rides on this external event going really well, or making you loads of money, or really elevating your status, or whatever. And that strips you of your power, really disempowers you, because you can choose your emotional state. You choose how you respond and react to any given situation. It's all up to you. You're driving the bus. Nobody can ever take that control from you, and nothing can ever take that control from you unless you choose to let it. And I know now that you will not be choosing to let it. Also, allowing that the outcome of whatever steps you're taking to determine your happiness, it puts an awful lot of pressure on you and on the situation. And we tend to enter this analysis paralysis where we have to get everything spot on perfect. And all that does is grind right down, so your progress becomes very slow and laborious. Whereas just focus on taking the steps and really enjoy each and every effort that you're putting into the business, knowing full well that you will be rewarded, and being grateful for every step you get to take along the way. It's all about those inspired actions where you're really enjoying it, you're in a state of flow, because the universe responds to energy levels. And when you're putting out that energy level, that's exactly what you'll be attracting back to you. So third and final, but possibly the most important, when you're in a state of emotional overwhelm, your body goes into fight or flight response. It is in panic mode essentially all the time. Now, your body's sympathetic nervous system fires. It floods your body with cortisol and adrenaline because it believes you're in danger. It believes there's something going on. There's a lot of images being thrown up in your mind. There's a lot of stress in your body. It believes that you have a situation that you need to get away from or fight your way out of. So you get even more stress and even more adrenaline, even more nervous, panicky energy, because your body believes that it's helping you. So when your body goes into this protection mode, what it does is it shuts down. So the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems, they work together. The sympathetic is your stress response, the parasympathetic is your relaxation response. Now, when your body fires the relaxation response, which it should do often, your stress response should only be fractional. It is to get you out of the danger, immediate response time. But we live in a world where we're constantly in that state of stress and heightened reactions. So when you allow your body to relax and shut off, what it does is it erases all the stress hormones from your body. It removes all of those, and it brings you kind of back down to earth. It brings you a lot more centered, a lot more grounded. And your mind begins to work in a much more creative way. You shut off protection mode and you go into creation mode. Your thoughts become a lot slower, a lot better, easier to understand. You become more focused. And when you're in creation mode, that's where you need to be as a business owner. That's the magic that you bring to the table. That's what you have to offer, your creativity, your intelligence, your aptitude to see all these different options. Now, when we're in panic mode, we go into tunnel vision, where we can just see the problem in front of us. Now, when we go into relaxation mode, your vision becomes a lot wider. You can see a lot more options. You're a lot calmer. You're a lot more grounded. So you go from protection mode to creation mode, and that is really where all of your magic lies. So let's recap the 3 ways in which your emotional overwhelm destines your business to fail. First off, we have that you're focused on the negative, and where your focus goes is where your energy flows. Where your energy is flowing is what you're going to be attracting to you. Literally, you attract more bad stuff to you when you're focused on the bad. Bring your focus back to the present moment, to the things that you're grateful for, and move forward. Secondly, you become emotionally attached to the outcomes. You put a lot of pressure on yourself, and your happiness is riding on something that is external to you. No good. Disempowers you, takes away all of your centered groundedness. And thirdly, possibly the most important, is that your stress response is really firing when you're emotionally overwhelmed. When you take time out to really elicit the relaxation response, your body gets rid of all the stress hormones, it brings you back down to earth, gets you centered, grounded, and you enter creation mode. Whereas previously your body was in protection mode. It felt like it had to get in the fight or flight mode to protect you. As you come into creation mode, the world slows down again. You become a lot more productive, a lot more centered, a lot more present. And from that state, you really bring the magic that you always brought to the table. You're the best version of yourself when you're in this state of mind. So I hope you found today really useful, and I would love to carry on the conversation. Please comment below, or you can jump on over to the Facebook page, because I'd love to hear from you guys. I'd love to see you there. And keep an eye out for all of our offers. Again, we've got the Take Your Life Back Challenge next week, starting on Monday the 13th of July. I would absolutely love to see some of you guys there. So if that's interesting to you and you want to be a part of our membership site, a part of our Facebook group, and really get absolute value for no money whatsoever, check your details in. I'd love to hear from you guys, and really love to see you there. Thanks as always for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you and hearing from you very soon. Take care, guys.